August, I can't remember the date, but August is coming around very, very quickly, as we all know, and so is the regatta, but still has not been approved by the Coast Guard.
No, but they came out with their preliminary draft for public comment, and the draft itself was very positive towards the regatta. They studied, the endangered species. They studied the trash. They studied everything, and they made comments on it. And for the most part, the way the report came out, it was positive. So it's hard to say what the final outcome will be, but we're getting closer to the date, and we hope that we get an answer soon.
I don't think there could have been a better scenario.
I'm just so glad that Marnell took it over, because I'm afraid that it might have come back to the city.
Oh, it would have.
And it's just far too big of a thing for the city to do. We've spent so much time on it, and there was so much risk involved. And part of the problem was ours. We probably needed to put better controls on it when we ran it, but we didn't, and it failed. It failed for really the wrong reason, because of the trash.
Yeah, that was overblown. I mean,
that was, I will admit that was our mistake. That should have never happened. We did not have the resources to deal with a strong north wind and people missing the takeout point.
Right.
In years past, we had people down there. We had trash dumpsters and containers down there, and we did away with it because several years went by and we never needed it. And then, lo and behold, the last year that we ran it, we had a north wind and people missed the takeout point.
Yeah.
And when you end up a half a mile away from where the buses are, and you've got your ice chest and your coolers and everything else, and there's no trash cans and there's no transportation, people just tend to leave their stuff there, which is what they did in mass. So that was our mistake, and I'm hoping that will not ever reoccur. Now, when I read the trash plan for Marnell Gaming, I'm really impressed. I think it was like they had 13. Wait, let me get this right. I can't remember the exact numbers, but they had, I think it was 6 different boats with 2 jet skis, or a jet ski on each one, and they were spaced like a quarter mile apart from one another, all the way past the takeout point. And those people were there to collect the trash as it came by. So if it passed the first one, then the second one got it, and if it passed them, the next one got it. And I think they're going to do a much, much better job of collecting the trash as it accumulates during the regatta.
the city, doing well, doing great, doing better, doing wonderfully. Where tax dollars coming in? How are we doing?
We're doing good. Our sales tax revenue is up about 6% for this quarter as opposed to last year. Our building permits for the fourth quarter, we did 39 single-family building permits for about a 7% increase from the same quarter last year.
Good.
And we did 30 commercial permits, and that's up about 3% from the same quarter last year.
It's all positive news.
It's all positive news. We've got Culver's. We just had a groundbreaking for them. They expect to break ground on the southwest corner of the Parkway and Highway 95 soon in the Crossroads Shopping Center. Smart and Final Express, they had a July 11th hopefully starting date, but they had a small little fire there just recently, so it might delay that a little bit. We also mentioned Hobby Lobby. They're moving dirt right now. Holiday Inn Express, we expect that they will probably break ground within the next month or two at the most.
Really?
Yeah, and that'll be across the street from Silver Creek from Lowe's hardware store.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I think I saw the site the other day.
So that's real good. And now if you drove by Bullhead Community Park, the museum is being framed, so that's going up.
Isn't that amazing?
Laughlin Ranch Boulevard is on target. We're hoping for an August opening date on that.
Wow.
We were afraid that the traffic light on Highway 95 was going to delay the opening of that, but it appears as though we're going to get it on time, so we're not expecting a delay now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
That'll be great.
Wow.
So
a lot of stuff going on, Tom.
A lot of stuff is going on, and we're trying to anticipate and plan for all of the things that are happening, and that's our job. We've got to make sure that, we stay ahead of the curve. So like the Laughlin Ranch Boulevard, we're paying for 1/3 of the cost of that entire 2-mile stretch of road.
Really?
So, in anticipation of the growth that's coming, the city is proactive in trying to get ahead of the curve. We don't want to be like a Los Angeles or some of the big cities where the growth comes at you and then you're always a step behind, but you're dealing with all of the problems associated with it.
So staying ahead of the, what was I thinking? Oh, there was a time back when everybody was screaming about repaving everything because there were some areas that really did need it. You guys went in, you did a lot of surface work on it. Seemed to settle everybody down, and it seems to be working. We kind of stand ahead of that ball now.
The plan that we have right now is that we bought our own micro-surfacing machine, and we're hoping that we can do every road in town every 5 years.
Okay.
And the ones that are in really bad shape, that's where we got to put extra effort into it, and that's basically tear it out and do it all over again.
Right.
And we're doing that as needed. So we're hoping that we can stay ahead of that curve.
That's it.
And I think we're doing a pretty good job of it. Not the best job in the world. If funds were unlimited and we could do everything that we wanted to do,
right?
We would probably have a different plan. But the plan that we have now seems to be working, and in the hopes that things will get better in the future.
Excellent. Tom, I want to thank you for being here.
Oh, it's my
good
pleasure,
seeing you.
Bruce.
Mayor Tom Brady, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we'll see you again tomorrow. We're going to be opening up the phone lines, and expect, anticipate, and hope you call. Until then, we want you to have a great day. Michaela, thank you.
You're welcome.
Chad, thank you.
Anytime.
And Chad, again, happy birthday. Lynn, happy birthday. I'll be right home. I'll get you your cards. I'm sorry.
Happy birthday, Lynn.
Happy
birthday, Lynn.
Until tomorrow. Bye-bye.
The preceding presentation of the morning show is intended for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the show without the express written consent of TV2 KLBC is strictly prohibited.